How to get out of poverty. That is what we are talking about here today, guys. I'm going to give you the 2 ways on how you can truly get out of poverty, okay? We're also going to go into the 3 things that you absolutely need to avoid if you are broke right now and you are not doing too well financially. I wanted to do this video today because like a lot of times I'm on the channel and I think just everybody's doing really good financially because I talk a lot about stock market and whatnot. That attracts a lot of people who are already doing very good financially in life, like are already living like a middle class lifestyle, or maybe are already wealthy people. A lot of those individuals watch my channel. However, there's also a big portion of this channel that you guys aren't doing too good financially. You're broke or you have very little money. You're in the poverty class, okay? So today's video is 100% dedicated to you guys. I want to give you these 2 ways and the 3 things that you have to avoid if you want to get out of that poverty and take it to the next level. I know not everybody wants to get out of poverty. Some people don't mind being poor or mind being broke, and that's fine. This video is probably not for you. This is for the people out there who are not doing too well financially right now and want to maybe get to a middle class lifestyle or something above a middle class lifestyle. Today's video is for you guys and you guys only, okay? So let's get into this, guys. First off, you have 2 ways of getting out, okay? The first way is to educate your way out, okay? You can educate your way out. Now, educate your way out. What this basically means is go and get a college degree, all right? Now, if you're poor, you're broke, you're not going to be able to pay for that college degree yourself, and I highly do not recommend you taking out a bunch of student loans to go ahead and do that, okay? So, in life, you always want to use certain things to your advantage, okay? We all have certain things to our advantage and disadvantage. One of the advantages you have is if you're poor, okay? Which means you probably have a low income, okay? You have a low income and probably no savings or very low savings and whatnot, okay? The great thing about this is you're gonna qualify for a lot of government programs, okay? It's likely to be state by state process, all right? I know here in Nevada, if you make under a certain amount of money and you're serious about going to school, they will pay for your school. I'm talking about college, okay? They will pay for your college. You can get these grants and whatnot, and as long as you finish school, you don't have to pay back a dime. Now, if you drop out or you get really bad grades, then you're liable to pay back money. That's a problem. But as long as you're serious about it, you go to school, you take all the classes and whatnot here in Nevada. If you have very low income, you can literally go to college for free. You can get a college education for free, not a dime out of your pocket, okay? That's a pretty cool thing. I know a lot of states have programs like this, okay? And that is one of the advantages to if you're in poverty, if you are poor, you can get literally a free education, okay? Every state's different about, how much money you need to make or not make, okay? But this is your first way to get out because you educate yourself, okay? You get a college degree, and that's going to definitely increase your likelihood of you being able to get a better job out there. Let's say you're working, for $8 an hour or $9 an hour, $10 an hour at a fast food place or the local retail place or whatever. This will allow you to take a step up and apply for better jobs all of a sudden now that you get a bachelor's degree or something. That allows you to take things to the next level and kind of get out of those low jobs there, okay? Now, the only downside to this is this does take time, okay? This is going to take most people 4 to 6 years to do, okay? So it's like you got to wait a long time before you even can maybe potentially start to get out of that poverty. And so let's say, you never went to college or anything, but you have a low enough income, you're serious about doing it, and you want to go out there and achieve it. So you will qualify for the program, you go out there and do it. Well, the problem is, like I said, you got to wait 4 to 6 years before you even get your degree to then apply, and who knows what if we're in a recession or something at that time, there might not be as many jobs out there hiring in the first place, okay? So it's definitely a time-consuming process, but this is one way you can get out, and this is one way people get out of poverty, okay? They get a college degree, and then they can, reach the middle class, they get a decent job, and they go from there, okay? That's one way. The other way is a way that my parents got out, okay? So if you don't know anything about my life, I grew up in poverty, okay? The first part of my life, my first 12 years, we grew up in the hood, typical situation, okay? Poverty, food stamps, all that type of stuff. My parents got out by starting their own business, okay? By starting their own businesses, I should say, okay? This is a really practical way, in my opinion, and can happen a lot faster on getting out of poverty much quicker in a much quicker amount of time, okay, than going through the education process. And honestly, I think this is just a better route, okay? So, my dad was working, random jobs here and there, used car salesman. He tried to be a realtor for a little bit. Things weren't working out, okay? Things were not working out. He was trying to do a lot of different things, and he had a job working for a pool company, a lot of different stuff, okay? Then he went and decided he was going to start his own little pool business, okay? And how he went about this is a smart way of going about it, okay? So a lot of times when people grow up in a poor neighborhood or they live in a poor neighborhood, they think, okay, so I'm in this poor neighborhood. How am I going to start a business? Everybody around me poor. There's nothing I can sell to them or do anything, okay? What he realized is, I'm not going to sell in my neighborhood I live in. I'm going to go to a neighborhood where they have money and go do business over there, okay? So we lived in this neighborhood called Maryvale, which it was just a horrible neighborhood back then. It probably still is, gang fighting all the time, all that type of stuff, okay? And he's like, there's no money here. So what he did is we went and drove 30 plus minutes away to a retirement community, okay? And I still remember as a little kid, like going in and putting the little flyers with the rubber band on people's doors out in this retirement community on houses that had pools. They would like give me a boost and I would look over the wall and like see if the person had a pool or not in this retirement community. And that's what we did. And slowly but surely, some people started calling him, and then we just started getting the business rolling. He worked hard, he got it up and running, and then it went from customer to customer. And over the course of time, we were able to get out of poverty because he started his own business. And then my mom also started a house cleaning business, okay, out in the same retirement community. So they went to where the money was at. The retirees got money, okay? Those people have money, that live out in Sun City West out in Arizona, okay? Those folks have money out there. So they realized, I'm not going to sell in the community because the community, every time we ever did happen to get a pool that was in the hood, guess what happened every single time in our own neighborhood? We always got shafted. My dad always got shafted. The people didn't pay, or there was always some excuse. Oh, we don't have the money this month. Can we pay? There was always some drama there. In the retirement community, there was no drama ever, okay? There was no drama ever. My dad didn't have to, go knocking on their door to try to, hey, where's the money? You still haven't paid. None of that stuff out in the retirement community, okay? So that's what he realized. And so through that, we were able to get out of poverty as a family and make it to the middle class, okay? And so then the back half of my childhood, I guess you could say, age 12 to, 20 or 21 when I moved out, I got to live a middle class lifestyle, which is a much different thing. And I think if it wasn't for that, I don't think I would be where I'm at today, okay? I've just taken things to the next level, okay? When your parents can take you to a level. So think about that. For a lot of my older viewers watching us right now, that maybe you guys are in poverty right now, okay? Think about it this way. If you can just get your family to a middle class, wait to see what that can do for your kids down the road, okay? That's the big difference. Not just in your own life, being able to, reach the next level, but it's about your kids' next level, okay? So those are two routes you have to go. Now we got to talk about three ways to, three things to avoid if you were in poverty, okay? That's going to be very important, because just as important as this stuff is these three things that you have to avoid, because if you get caught up into these three things here, it's just going to be damaging. And I'm not talking, we could talk about easy stuff like drugs or anything like that. Like obviously that stuff you don't want to get involved with. I'm talking about some bigger things, okay, that I see hold back a lot of people financially. The first one is what I call high interest loans. High interest loans. These kill the poor people, okay? These kill people in poverty. High interest loans is what happens when you need a bill paid or you need something paid, okay? And you look in your account and you don't have the money there. And so what do? You go down to one of those payday loan places that are on every single corner in the hood. I live in Las Vegas here. I live in a really nice community in Las Vegas, but if I was to go to the hood parts of Las Vegas here, guess what I'm gonna find on every single corner? And there's probably multiple of them. Check cashing places, payday loans, high interest loans, all these little things where, oh yeah, we'll give you $500 today, $1,000 today. You just gotta pay this loan back at a 50%, 100% interest rates, okay? These are all over the hood for a reason, okay? Because people sign up for them and these places make bank off that, okay? Even if the person doesn't pay back, back, the next person that does pay back, they're going to pay back so much interest that the little payday place is going to make bank off that, okay? These high interest loans are the first thing that you absolutely have to avoid if you are in poverty. You get caught up into this will continue to destroy any amount of wealth you want to increase, okay? Because basically what happens is you get one of those loans, and then all of a sudden you realize, shoot, I can't quite pay back all that loan. The interest rate's too high. So let me take out another loan to pay off that loan. And all of a sudden you're paying off this other loan, and then you take out another, and it's just a never-ending cycle of you trying to make, try to take out other loans to pay off this old loan. All your savings, or what could be savings, is going strictly over to these payday loans. It is a mess, guys. You have to avoid that by any means necessary. The second thing to avoid of the three is something that you can prevent this, and it's basically having no savings, okay? No real savings. And what I mean by no real savings, I don't mean have $10,000 in your bank or $100,000. That's great. That means you're probably already out of poverty. I'm talking about emergency money, okay? Emergency money. Every single person on the face of the earth should have at least $1,000 of emergency money, okay? At least. I mean, I think it should be a lot more than that, but I'm just putting the lowest number I can possibly think of, $1,000 of emergency money. What emergency money means is exactly what the name is. This is emergency money. This is money you don't touch, okay? You don't touch this money unless literally it's like you have no other options out there, okay? This is your payday loan, okay? It's that emergency money. So if you have no other money you can possibly get to, and you have to pay this bill, you have to get your tire fixed on your car, this is what you do. You go to that emergency money, that emergency savings, okay? That's the route you go there. If you get caught up into this no savings thing, no emergency money, all of a sudden you get a flat tire in your car and you're like, shoot, I need to get that fixed. I need to get to work tomorrow. I don't have any emergency money around. Guess what you do? You go take out one of those high interest loans, and it just starts the ball rolling the wrong way, guys. And the third thing to avoid is government dependency. This is something big time. People get on these government programs, food stamps, welfare, and some of the other programs, okay? If you get on that, we'll just say no G, okay? There's no problem if you get on it because you need to get on it for a certain amount of time and you're going through a rough patch in your life. But the problem is some people get on government programs and they stay on. If you ever go on one of these programs, just have it in your mind like, dude, I need to get off this as soon as possible. I don't care if it's food stamps, welfare, healthcare from the government, anything across the board. You want to get out of that dependency as fast as possible, That's what it needs to be in your mind. Not like, I'm going to sit back and chill for a while, because what ends up happening is then you start getting lazy, then you start getting reliant on it. Once you start getting reliant on it, you start taking away, respect for yourself. You start taking away freedom for yourself, and you start putting your freedom in the hands of these guys over in government. And it's never a good idea to put the well-being of yourself in government's hands. Trust me on that. That's never ever a good idea. Okay, guys, that's not a good idea. So this is how to get out of poverty. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video today. Hope you learned a lot from it. Let me know what you think down there in that comment section, and just do it, guys. Stick to these things I taught you today, and trust me, you can do it. It's going to take a little bit of time, but man, once you get out, it's like a whole different world out there, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.